Alright, the chassis tester is finished. Just super boring putting these together and keeping track of all your wires. I had to bring the project home. Too many distractions at work. And you have to stay really focused when you're making the final connections. Or you can damage things. So double check your connections as you're putting it together against the electrical schematic. And it should turn out well. A quick look inside at the guts. Of course, everything's coming through a fuse. And then I've got neutral side and earth ground side running DC for the mask, of course. And if you just put in two bulbs, one's up there, one's down here. That way you're ready for 24 volts. A lot of these chassis don't limit. If you use just one for a 12 volt, it could burn it out. Keeping all your wires marked comes in very handy. I tried to do them kind of one circuit at a time as I traced them through. The power light goes to the deck lamp. The pit motor is the 110 volt. Again, these are 110 volt LEDs, and these are 12 volt LEDs. Man, they're bright. Wow, those things are bright. So this chassis is probably putting out way more than 12 volts. So that kind of protects your unit. Everything else is wired pretty straightforward. Alright, we're powered up. Just like the pin setter, we're powered. Even though the switch is off, there's still power coming in. We're plugged into a known good chassis. Let's see what happens. Alright, I've got some 2mm bolts. An assortment coming so I can bolt these down. The zip ties don't quite hold the table cams in place, so I'm going to support those while we do the test. But once I get them bolted down, they should hold tight. Alright, just like the pin setter, we do have power coming in. Let's go ahead and give power into the chassis. I didn't hear it zero. We'll give it a tickle just in case. Alright. Let's power it on. That's pin deck lamp. That's masking unit. Switch for the masking unit. There we go. Bin switch. Off spot. Cell. Gripper switch. Reverse. Sweep run. Mask bin. Cycle. Continuous cycle. And a step. Let's go ahead and give it a cycle here. I'm just going to hold these steady. There we go. Alright, we came into first guard. We need gripper switch. Now we'll get delay. That's a strike. We're waiting on a bin switch. The green there is the spot relay. Let's cycle. We're going to give the cell into second ball. Sweep the deck. Spot a rack. Everybody home. Turn off the bin. Second ball. Sweep the deck. Waiting for a bin. Spot the rack. Just a simple function tester. Kind of a fun build. Now for the braking circuit, I'll need to add one more wire to the C1 harness for the sweep to get it grounded properly back into the chassis. But on the table side, we do get a pretty good flash when the braking circuit is applied. Waiting on the bin. Spot the rack. Strike cycle. Turn the cell off. Strike cycle. Spot the rack. Everybody home. Kind of a fun little project. Second ball. Sweep the deck. Guard, spot the rack. Everybody home. Just a very simple simulator. Strike cycle. And turn the cell on and the bin off. Waiting for a full rack. The bin. Spot the rack.